What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 487. It is Community Universe mode, and we are finally here, guys, live for Cause and Effect 3. Kicking things off with a cheeky little pre-show match before kicking into the main card, which, of course, we have 7 awesome matches and 4 championship matches. But what is up, all? What up, Chosen Gallantry? My friend, first time seeing you in the chat, I believe. What up, Topher? Thanks for the host, Vic. Papa blessings to you. But of course, guys, what up, Dynamic? We are officially on the road to Ascendant 6. The grandest stage of them all is now just 7 weeks away. I am so excited. I cannot wait. But we, of course, still have a couple more stops before getting there. The next of which will be 2 weeks from tonight for the Fusion exclusive pay-per-view Final Stand, which will be on July 1st. Playing host to the second annual Deadly Games tournament, but we open up this beautiful Cause and Effect arena, probably one of my favorite Topher arenas thus far. So props to the one and only, as Angelo Babos makes his way out to the ring, getting these fans up out of their seats before we get into this killer card. Babos just debuting a couple of nights ago on Genesis with an impressive victory over Anarchy champion D'Angelo Prince. Now looks to use that momentum as the Outlaw will be taking on one half of the ATL and Deshaun Porter. What up, Vic? That's all right. Bless. The former Fusion Tag Team Champions, the ATL, coming off a pretty nasty loss to the Forsaken a couple of nights ago on the Go Home Genesis, but gonna try to bounce back here. Deshaun Porter, last time he was in singles action, he got a big win over Sam Valentine, so definitely don't put Deshaun Porter past picking up the victory here over the rookie at Babos. And our first tweet of the evening is going to come to us from Josh Wolf, guys, and he says, my first pay-per-view was here against Bill Maverick. This year it will be against Steel, and I intend to push forward from here on out as champion. Yes, our tertiary main event tonight. The International Championship will be on the line. Josh Wolf challenging Dallas Steel, not to mention 3 other championship matches, including our main event, where invitational winner Reese Ortiz challenges the Bloody Bit for the Alpha World Championship. And what an explosive start by Angelo Babos with a wheelbarrow stunner to Deshaun Porter, who of course has Malcolm Fry in his corner. What up, GOAT? Definitely looking forward to Adam Valentine being in action tonight, and perhaps for the last time ever as a Genesis superstar. Technically, he still isn't a Genesis superstar. He fights tonight to earn a Genesis contract, challenging D'Angelo Prince for the Anarchy Championship. Nice snap suplex there by Porter. Now brings Babos up to a vertical base and going to try for a nice T-bone suplex. Of course, our first matchup up next of the main card, guys, going to see the Tower of Dominance, Brody Halleck taking on El Jefe. And what should most definitely be an interesting matchup of what happened this past Friday night on Genesis. And Babos goes up to the top rope, pointing at Malcolm Fry, saying, watch this, watch me take out your partner from the high. Well, our first glitch of the night in the very first matchup. It's going to be a good one. Nice foot DDT by Porter, who now goes for a pin. Oh, not even a 1 count, though. Yeah, Cause and Effect 3. The past 2 Cause and Effects usually play host to like our Survivor Series. Wait a minute. Deshaun Porter going up to the top rope. You know, he knocked off Sam Valentine. Wow, what a moonsault. I was going to say he knocked off Valentine with a body splash. Might be the best looking moonsault I have ever seen, and it only gets a 1 count there on Angelo Babos. Incredible. What up, Hellish? Brought up to a vertical base, and a tweet here from John Reed says, tonight I slay an unbeatable giant, almost 1 year to the day since I beat an unbeatable Guri. And look at this now, Deshaun Porter vintage out of the corner, O'Connor roll, German suplex. Will it be enough to knock off the rookie? 1, 2, no, only a 2 count. Yeah, John Reed in our co-main event going to be locked inside of a steel cage with Azrael Kane and the Forsaken, but John Reed has slayed giants before, as he just touched on. It was nearly 1 year ago he handed Guri Sukanov his first loss. Of course, Sukanov, among many others in action tonight, in an 8-pack challenge, the winner of which will become #1 contender for the Anarchy title. Will get their shot next month, the last stop before Ascendant 6 at Purgatory 3. And Angelo Babos kick to the gut, the heel of his boot right to the skull of Deshaun Porter, then a forearm smash, and no time wasted. Babos looks to seal the deal, to roll through, and a hellacious kick to the chest. Malcolm Fry knows that that'll be enough. 1, 2, only a 2 count though. What an explosive start to cause and effect 3 here. These two are putting on in a matchup that wasn't even scheduled. Just a nice kickoff here before the main card, and an opportunity for Angelo Babos to get some pay-per-view experience. Couple of clotheslines, catches the kick though from Porter, and a beautiful sweep followed by a mighty roar. What up, Tiff? Brought up to a vertical base, kick to the midsection, again the heel to the base of the skull, and a hell, wow, what a forearm smash. Babos feeling himself right now. The Outlaw wasting some time though. Porter uses it against him. Jawbreaker closes in, thrown overhead though with a fireman's carry. Now has him right where he wants him. Again, the roll through. Porter gets caught up. Kick to the chest, lighting it up like the 4th of July. Bada bing, bada boom. And will it be enough to seal the deal? No, wow, Malcolm Fry, the tag team partner of Deshaun Porter, ringside saving his partner. Babos says no mind, keeps the attack on, but surely that would have been enough. Fry obviously knew it would be. Now this matchup continues. Referee Perry White being very lenient not to eject Malcolm Fry after that. I would have. And a tweet here, guys, from Adam Valentine. He says, hope you guys like seeing Adam Valentine, because after tonight, you're going to be seeing me a lot more. Indeed, if Adam Valentine wins tonight, becomes Anarchy champion, Castle Fave has promised him a brand new Genesis contract. Of course, it was about 3-4 weeks ago that Adam Valentine was fired after the 3rd annual Cyborg Invitational. He received the pink slip. Nice back and forth now between these two late into this matchup. Spinning soul kick though, misses. What up, Crusade? Trip up and a nice knee to the knee. Babos, a 3rd time with this rambunctious combination, goes straight for the pin. 1, 2, still only a 2 count. Didn't even need the help of Malcolm Fry that time. How impressive is Deshaun Porter? But the question is, can he actually make a comeback and win this match? It'll be a huge win for himself and the ATL. Let's out a big howl. Gonna try to hashtag make it a win. As Porter taking a big risk, goes to the apron now. Flying to the air, throwing caution to the wind, waiting for Babos to get up to his feet. His feet! Woo! Nice voice crack. What a great start. We've had a glitch now. Wow. Getting that mega heat. Deshaun Porter hyping it up like he's going to go for something big. But instead, for the 3rd time, bam! Kick to the chest. Dragged by arm and leg, making sure there's no rope breaks. And as long as Fry stays out of it, 1, 2. Are you kidding? Deshaun Porter kicking out of a 3rd kick to the chest. Babos even arguing with referee Perry White. I don't blame him. How the hell? Now pointing to some poor fan in the front row. What did he ever do to you? Babos from up high with a Meteora attempt. But Porter moves out of the way. And it looks like just done to the knee. Porter going to capitalize. Too slow, though. Just standing there. Irish whip into the corner. And again, Deshaun has him right where he wants him. The Outlaw taking over with the O'Connor roll German. 1, 2, 3, and Deshaun Porter is victorious. I gotta say, man, Deshaun Porter as a singles competitor, look at that moonsault. What a victory to survive the onslaught from Angelo Babos and come back to get the win as well. Though, you got to give a little bit of a shout out to Malcolm Fry, because I think after that second kick to the chest, it might have been enough to put Porter down, but Malcolm Fry interfered, distracted referee Perry White. What a performance by Babos, though. Nothing to be ashamed of, though I'm sure he's got to be a bit irritated about the antics of the ATL in this match. What a win for Deshaun Porter, though, on pay-per-view. I must have turned off the show intro, rip. But here we are, my fine feathered friends. An awesome pre-show matchup. Gotta give props to both Angelo Babos and Deshaun Porter there, but now it is time to truly get things underway. An action-packed, guys, 7 great matches, 4 title matches. The opening bout just might be a bloodbath as the Tower of Dominance Brody Halleck takes on the 6th annual CMV Royal Rumble winner El Jefe in a matchup that's all about El Jefe trying to against the invading bully that is Brody Halleck. It was this past Friday night on Genesis that Halleck was scheduled to face Joey Bacon with El Jefe at ringside, but Jefe was not at ringside. And we were questioning all match long why that could be. Then we learned that he was attacked backstage, and the speculation was all on Brody Halleck. And, well, after Halleck had defeated Joey Bacon, we learned it definitively as El Jefe came running out from the back, despite the medical crew trying to hold him back, and, attacked Brody Halleck. Luckily, before things could get too ugly, security separated the two, but the animosity between them is high. The question, though, big question going into this is, El Jefe injured? Has Brody Halleck given himself a definitive edge going into Cause and Effect 3 here? This is the first pay-per-view match of Brody Halleck on this side of CMV. Of course, he debuted last month at Homecoming 3, destroying Elijah Stewart and Bob Luger, proving that he has not lost a step. Remember, much of the end of last season and the beginning of this season on Unmatched, Brody Halleck was just an unbeatable monster until taking a string of defeats, which prompted him to walk away for a while, readjust himself, and now he's back and badder than ever. But we know that Halleck can be defeated. Can Jefe find the key to doing that? Or will Jefe become another victim in the path of destruction of Brody Halleck? Hey, what up, Corley, my friend? Welcome to the stream. As we are kicking off this main card, and Brody Halleck awaits the arrival of the Arriba Man. The human fish, the 6th annual Royal Rumble winner, 2-time light heavyweight champion, El Jefe, who told Brody Halleck, your bullying will not stand here on Genesis. I don't know how they do it over on Unmatched, but Elijah Stewart was my friend, and I'm going to show you real quick that those antics ain't going to fly on this side of CMV. Obviously, Brody Halleck has garnered the hatred of many in the CMV universe and in the locker room after what he did to Elijah Stewart and Bob Luger. A lot of people probably didn't mind it to Bob Luger, but to Elijah Stewart, that ain't going to go over so well. This is the first match of the main card. We did have a pre-show matchup in which Deshaun Porter knocked off Angelo Babos in a highly competitive matchup. But right now, here we go. Brody Halleck, El Jefe, referee Perry White rings the bell. Again, is El Jefe injured is the big question after what Halleck did to him backstage just 2 nights ago on Genesis. And Jefe does not have Bacon in his corner because Brody Halleck destroyed Bacon on Genesis as well. The 500-pound, 7-foot-tall Joey not out here to support his friend as Jefe usually does him. And look at Halleck right now, grabbing El Jefe by the throat and just hoofing him right in the gut. Halleck right back on the attack. Huge lariat. Absolutely flooring. Jefe fires back quickly, though, with an elbow to the face. El Jefe just, oh my God. Jefe running straight into a pop-up knee to the gut. How impressive was that? Love him or hate him, Brody Halleck is a phenomenal competitor, and referee Perry White not seeing Brody Halleck take off that top turnbuckle there, exposing the steel that lies beneath. What up, Gumble? Missed the pre-show. Deshaun Porter picked up a singles win over Angelo Babos. Now we're into the main card, and Brody Halleck early on has a strong advantage already using dirty heel tactics while exposing that top turnbuckle. Hasn't actually used it yet. Brought up on the 1 knee. El Jefe, though, caught up in a drop toe hold. I was about to say Jefe is just 1 month removed from having an amazing matchup with Chris Andrews at Homecoming 3 for the Alpha World title, but obviously the Brit was able to retain. Andrews tonight defends his title, and the main event against Reese Ortiz, the winner of the 4th annual Cyborg Invitational, and Ralph is loving this matchup. Irish whip, and wow, El Jefe just smacking off of Brody Halleck's chest as if it's a brick wall, but luckily gets a rope break as Halleck locked in that Boston Crab, and Halleck is feeling it right now. Shush up, Ralph. Stomp down to the lower back now in the Tower of Dominance. Continuing to dominate. Jawbreaker creates a little bit of distance. El Jefe trying to mount a comeback. Goes for Shalito Del Sol and takes down the big man. This is exactly what he has to do. Keep Brody Halleck grounded and work on him from there so that Halleck cannot throw around his size and strength. Misses whatever that was, though, and pays for it with a single knee. Backbreaker. That half Nelson up on the shoulder to El Jefe, now draped across the top rope. Gonna make it nearly impossible for him to breathe. And Halleck just unrelenting now into that steel, and referee Perry White still has not recognized that the padding is gone. The back of El Jefe smacking off the steel of the turnbuckle, and now El Jefe is fighting to survive in this matchup. Huge gut wrench suplex into a lateral press. 1, 2, only a 2 count though. Well, there's no question that this matchup has been akin to an absolute mugging. Brody Halleck dominating El Jefe. Jefe trying to fight back the best that he can, but Brody has an answer for everything that he's throwing at him, and now Halleck with a punch to the gut, and again, over and over, just smacking up Jefe in the corner. Jefe, though, grabs the boot. Not done just yet. Trips him up, and Brody Halleck might have chipped a tooth there on the way down. El Jefe with a desperation pin, hoping, praying maybe he could try to steal it. 1. Now El Jefe into a front headlock. Make sure that door is closed, Jack, because he's using front headlock. Kick to the midsection. Into a front headlock. El Jefe trying as he might with the support of the CMV Universe behind him. Rallying again, though, runs right into that pop-up knee to the gut. El Jefe, started this matchup fighting from underneath. with surely an injury he obtained at the hands of Halleck. And wow, just tossed through the air with such ease. Brody Halleck, man. And now the cutthroat Halleck calling for the end, but first wants to get some disrespect in, bullying El Jefe, rubbing his face into the mat, then an elbow drop to the back of the head. Halleck wipes the sweat from his face, lines up the shot, Jefe to his feet, up over the shoulders, and Brody Halleck just like that with the backpack stunner into the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Brody Halleck just mauled El Jefe. That was hard to watch. An absolute mauling. El Jefe came out here to fight for what's right, to fight against Brody Halleck and his bullying ways with the support of the CMV universe. But thanks to that attack 2 nights ago on Genesis, and thanks to the turnbuckle assist as well, that was brutal. Brody Halleck is here, and I think he's going to do whatever the hell he wants to. Man, to have manhandled someone like El Jefe, the winner of the 6th annual Royal Rumble here in CMV, and who took Chris Andrews to the limit last month, just shows you how impressive Brody Halleck is. Look at that toss. And there's what did it. The patented backpack stunner of Brody Halleck straight into the pin, and El Jefe was not kicking out of that. Well, now, guys, as Brody Halleck celebrates his pay-per-view debut victory, and I shudder as to what comes next for Brody Halleck. The CMV Anarchy Championship will be on the line as Adam Valentine fights to win back his career here in Genesis, vie for a new Genesis contract and challenging D'Angelo Prince for the Anarchy Championship, the first of 4 championship matches tonight. 4? All right, here we go, my fine feathered friends. It is time. Yes, Brody did win. Dominantly taking out El Jefe. 4 championship matches tonight, the first of which is up next. And the Anarchy Championship being used like a key tonight by Adam Valentine, for if he wins this match, as champion, Castlefave has promised him a new Genesis contract. But if he loses, giving his word as a man, Adam Valentine will be barred from Genesis forever. Castlefave said she doesn't care. He'll have to find work elsewhere. Adam Valentine takes the bet, gambling big time, and he is up against stiff competition. D'Angelo Prince, the 2-time and current Anarchy champion, is coming off a loss a couple of nights ago on Genesis to the debuting Angelo Babos. We know Valentine liked that. He tweeted out about it, saying that Prince will be a piece of cake, if you will, a walk in the park. But Prince has been on a tear. Besides that loss this past Friday, he has been on a huge winning streak, defeating the likes of Matsuda Tanaka and Jaquan Shea back at Homecoming 3 to win the championship. And interestingly enough, immediately after this matchup, guys, the 8-pack challenge to determine the next #1 contender for the Anarchy Championship will go down. The winner of that will meet whoever wins this matchup next month at Purgatory. It was Adam Valentine who lost his career in the 4th annual Cyborg Invitational, I should say. Correct myself there. receiving the pink slip in the Feast or Fired game. But Valentine been petitioning tweets on Twitter and went so far as to break into Genesis 2 weeks ago and hold the show hostage, which prompted Castlefave to give him the proposition for this matchup. The self-proclaimed GOAT out to win his first championship in his CMV career tonight, and a championship that will save his career on Genesis. Adam Valentine take nothing away from him, a hell of a competitor. But I honestly have to agree with Castlefave. Adam Valentine thinks that I am a part of the conspiracy. In fact, 2 weeks ago, he threatened to punch me in the jaw. There is no conspiracy, though. Adam Valentine just wants to put the blame on others for his own shortcomings. That's exactly what Castlefave said to him. I don't think Adam Valentine cares, though. He's too caught up in it at this point. He's even gotten other people in the CMV universe to believe in this conspiracy. Well, Adam Valentine has been given a chance tonight. Can he follow up on it? Certainly an interesting attire here on Adam Valentine. Yo, what up, Rage, my friend? Welcome in. Glad to have you for Cause and Effect 3. Third matchup of the night. Still a lot to get to. 3 more championship matches. Not to mention that steel cage match between Azrael Kane and John Reed. Actually, the only person in CMV who uses it is Adam Valentine. Because he's glorious. Adam Valentine has always taken his time to bask in his own glory. But remember, guys, as the Anarchy Championship is on the line, this is an Anarchy Rules match, meaning that anything goes. No countouts, no disqualifications. The only rule is that the match can only be won in the ring by pinfall or submission. You did not. That's the co-main event. That's still a while off, Rage. That's 5 matches from now. And here comes the CMV Anarchy Champion, CMV veteran, D'Angelo Prince, who, like I said, despite the loss a couple of nights ago on Genesis to Angelo Babos, has been on an incredible roll, garnering victories over the likes of Matsuda Tanaka and Jaquan Shea at Homecoming 3 to win that title. Last time D'Angelo Prince held the Anarchy Championship, it lasted only a week. To date, he's held it for 2 weeks. Adam Valentine's got so much to fight for, though. Truly, this is a hard match to call. D'Angelo Prince slowly making his way into the ring here, forcing Adam Valentine to watch. The swagger of a champion is what D'Angelo Prince possesses. Yeah, true, he has his crown jewel back. Can he keep a tight grip on it, though? Adam Valentine not just fighting for this championship, but his livelihood. So here we go. Anarchy Rules, anything goes, and it is for the CMV Anarchy Championship. Our first of 4 title matches here tonight. Our next title match will see the World Tag Team titles on the line, as Reese Matthews and Sam Valentine will challenge the Good Brothers, much more as well. But right now it is Adam Valentine, the self-proclaimed GOAT of CMV, currently not contracted to any show in CMV, but if he can win this matchup, he will get himself a nice new Genesis contract, as well as becoming the Anarchy Champion. Adam Valentine getting a little bit of a surprising pop here from the CMV universe. That hashtag, give Adam Valentine a chance, trending. There, of course, is the man he has to get through, the two-time and current CMV Anarchy champion. One of the most impressive, I think, underrated competitors in CMV's entire history. D'Angelo Prince does not care about Adam Valentine or what he's going through right now. Look at that, mocking Adam Valentine with the glorious taunt there. Hand it off to the referee, who shows it to Adam Valentine. Hoisted up high for all to see, and here we go. Valentine, Prince, 1-on-1 at cause and effect 3. White rings the bell, and the wait is over. They meet middle of the ring. D'Angelo Prince takes a quick advantage with a single underhook DDT. Not a good start for Adam Valentine. Then immediately follows through, positioning Valentine for a lion salt. Right into the pin. Just a 1 count. Can you imagine if D'Angelo Prince had beaten Valentine right there that quick? That would have been, honestly, I would have had a little bit of a giggle. I would have had a cheeky laugh. Zigzag, though, and I'm a Valentine fan as well. Even though he wants to punch you in the jaw, I appreciate what this guy brings to the table. His in-ring aptitude. I don't like his attitude. Look at these knees down, man. Valentine got to shake the cobwebs real quick because D'Angelo Prince is putting him through the ringer right out of the gate. Now brought up on the one knee. D'Angelo Prince with a straight bitch slap. Finally, Valentine grabs a punch, kick to the midsection. He goes for a vertical suplex, holds the tights, dropped into a reverse STO. And D'Angelo Prince feeling the effects of that, writhing in agony. Valentine immediately looks for a bit of help as he scours under the ring for a weapon. It is Anarchy rules, anything goes. Grabs a baseball bat, looks to whack it right over D'Angelo Prince's head, but Prince grabs it, and Valentine instead is going to feel the metal off of his skull. Did you hear the clap that echoed throughout the arena? Somehow Valentine takes it in stride, though, with a bit of salt, and what a clothesline all the way from hell. No countouts. These two can stay out here for as long as they want, but if they want to actually win, it's got to be by pinfall or submission in the ring right now, though. Valentine concerned with causing big-time damage, crosses the arms for a straitjacket, Hangman's neckbreaker. How brutal looking was that? The crunch of D'Angelo Prince's neck over the shoulder. Valentine now throws him back into the ring, still feeling the effects of that bat shot, I'm sure. Now grab by the hair, brought up to a vertical base. Irish whip the champion, rebounds. Valentine's waiting for him. Nice go. Oh, Dr. Teeth. Face first goes Prince right out the knee. Lateral press first. Pinfall attempt for the matchup for Valentine to win his first championship and get a Genesis contract, but it is only a 1 count. Overhand punch. Prince up against the ropes. This matchup is completely swung into the control of the self-proclaimed Go Irish whip. Now it's Valentine who rebounds. Nice chest bump, though not out of sportsmanship. Into a front headlock. D'Angelo Prince has him caught up, but then lets him go. Quick kick, shot to the throat by Valentine. Shoots in, taken overhead with the fireman's carry, dropped right down onto his backside, right onto his derriere. Hook to the jaw from behind. Prince tries to go for a waist lock, gets a couple of elbows to the side of his head. D'Angelo Prince is staggered, quickly comes to, and an inverted overdrive just like that hands him back control. With the driver's seat up to the second turnbuckle, breaststroke, tries for a dive, misses. Quick pace matchup between these two and another pinfall. I think we're going to see a lot of pinfall attempts by Valentine in this matchup, just trying to get lucky and win this matchup as quickly as he can. Does not want to give Prince any sort of time to come back. If Valentine loses this matchup, he is barred from Genesis for life. He'll have to hope maybe Yuri Sokolov is signing over on Fusion. Maybe try his luck out on Mash. Who knows? Beckoning for Prince to get up to his feet right now, though. Valentine mocking the Anarchy champion. Winding elbow drop to the back of the head of Valentine. A very cocky, egotistical man. But in this situation, I don't think he should waste a whole lot of time taunting. Up on a one knee, punch to the top of the head. Caught, though, by Prince. Punch to the midsection. Fires back. And a nice back suplex countered into a bulldog. That is why D'Angelo Prince, the Anarchy champion, now slides to the outside. Looks for a weapon of his own. Valentine has already taken a crack to the skull with a metal bat. Now we're going to get a sledgehammer. What is this, a construction site? Right to the quad. And again to the knee. Ensuring that Valentine may never walk again. Could have just shattered his kneecap, and Prince right back under the ring. looking for another toy as Valentine incapacitated. The age-old equalizer, the steel chair, clack right over the head of Valentine, getting hit with every single weapon under the sun right now. First the metal bat, then the sledgehammer, then a steel chair. Now Prince has him where he wants him. Kick to the midsection, air to the throne by the Anarchy champion. And Prince is riding right now. Valentine in La La Land, eyes glazed over, dazed and confused. And D'Angelo Prince looks to perhaps finish things off. Yes, Prince. No rope breaks, remember. No rope breaks. Tequila Sunrise applied. Tequila Sunrise. And will Adam Valentine be forced to submit? Will his championship aspirations go down the drain? And will he be barred from Genesis for life? No, D'Angelo Prince forced to release the hold. Simply not enough left in the tank to keep it locked in, but a big elbow drop to fire back and a kip up by the champion. And now into the pin, hoping it'll be enough to retain the title. And it is! D'Angelo Prince is still the CMV Anarchy champion, and Adam Valentine is barred from Genesis for life. Valentine refused to tap out, but the damage was done, and D'Angelo Prince is still Anarchy champion. Can you believe it? What a finish. First a sledgehammer to the quad and the knee, then a steel chair to the head, then an air to the throne, then the Tequila Sunrise. Props to Valentine. He refused to tap out, but that big elbow drop afterwards was the exclamation point, and D'Angelo Prince retains his title and ends the career of Adam Valentine on Genesis. What's next for Adam Valentine? Where does he go from here? And here's what did it. Big elbow drop. I think Valentine would have been... I can't believe it didn't tap. The ref should have called it, to be honest. D'Angelo Prince is still the CMV Anarchy champion. And now up next, we find out who will challenge him for his title next month at Purgatory, as the 8-pack challenge is next. Oh, damn, and a random trouble appears. Hello. Rare sighting indeed. What is up, my friend? Have not seen you in a good while, as we are here live at Cause and Effect 3, and our third matchup on the main 8-pack challenge. If you don't know what that is, all 8 superstars will be in the ring at the same time, and the only way to be eliminated is by pinfall or the winner of this next month at Purgatory, the last stop before Ascendant 6, the show of shows. We'll get a crack at D'Angelo Prince and his Anarchy title. We just saw Prince retaining against Adam Valentine. And Adam Valentine says Prince is a damn cheater. Why does Cass want a fraud as champion? How is he a cheater? It's Anarchy rules. Everything he did was completely legal. Hey, goodbye. Adam Valentine going to join Bob Luger on the unemployment line. Still a lot to get to, though. Tag team titles on the line as Reese Matthews and Sam Valentine will challenge the Good Brothers, Xander Slate and Randy Borton. We've also got the international title on the line. Josh Wolf challenging Dallas Steele. Not to mention inside of a steel cage, Azrael Kidd and John Reed battle it out. And in the main event, 4th annual Cyborg Invitational winner, Reese Ortiz will challenge the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews for his Alpha World Championship. This past Friday night on Genesis, an 8-man tag team action. These 8 superstars set to compete in this 8-pack challenge. Went at it with the team of, Luke Swanson, Matsuda Tanaka, Shaquan Shea, and Tyson Cage picking up the win. And Tyson Cage pinned this man, former international champion, No Fun Martini. But Martini's still a favorite in the minds of many in the CMV universe, coming off of wins over Tyson Cage and Matsuda Tanaka in recent weeks. Yo, what up? Yes, this is the 3rd matchup. So on the pre-show, actually, Angelo Babos had a match. Surprise matchup. Great match, but he did end up taking the loss to Deshaun Porter. Then we had Brody Halleck destroy El Jefe in the opener, and we just saw D'Angelo Prince retain the Anarchy title against Adam Valentine. Adam Valentine officially barred for life from Genesis, keeping his word as a man if he does. And now here comes CMV veteran, one of the original monsters, a former Anarchy champion from the depths, rising out. Mark Intel and Guri Sukhanov. Earlier tonight, I caught them backstage telling me that they are thinking about officially forming a tag team. And we talked about it in the 8-man tag. They were on the opposing side. They were working very well together. And I actually said, God help the Genesis tag division if they decide to form a tag team. Well, apparently they heard me, because that's exactly what they are going to do. See if they maybe work together here in this match. I doubt it, though. Every man for himself. All 8 of these superstars will be in the ring at the same time. They got the likes of Mark Intel and Guri sucking up in there. Space is already hard to come by. And they got 6 other guys in there with them. Only way to be eliminated is by pinfall or in last man standing will become the #1 contender for the Anarchy Championship. As up next comes the Russian Ogre, the 400+ pound former international and Alpha World champion, as Mark Intel awaits his arrival. Guri Sukhanov emerging from the back and making a beeline straight for the ring. Sukhanov out to add another championship to his resume. If he can win this matchup, move on to Purgatory and challenge D'Angelo Prince in the Anarchy Championship. Any one of these 8 superstars will be a tough challenge, I'll tell you, for D'Angelo Prince. And the winner of that matchup at Purgatory will head into the show of shows, into Ascendant 6 as the champion. Now here comes a man who I'll say is a little bit of a dark horse in this matchup, but could very well surprise us all. The Portuguese god of wrestling, he calls himself, Kevin Silva, bringing his submission skills to this matchup. Anybody that gets caught in that Olympic stretch will be in a big trouble. Former World Tag Team Champion with another man in this matchup, Luke Swanson. It was a few weeks ago that they actually fought. Luke Swanson got the better of Kevin Silva, proving him as the weak link. Well, now tonight, Kevin Silva wants to show otherwise and get a crack at some singles championship gold. A lot of different styles. The big men like Mark Intel and Guri Sukhanov, the submission artists like Kevin Silva and Luke Swanson, the strikers like Matsuda Tanaka and Jaquan Shea, and then the dashing good looks of Tyson Cage. We actually did have a tweet earlier from Tyson Cage, but I completely missed it. Oh, Baby Bateman just in time for this 8-pack challenge. No Fun Martini, Marcantel, Yuri Sakinov, and Kevin Silva already the former partner of Kevin Silva. I'm sure that these two will try and lock horns in this matchup. It's one of the most hyped signings of this season on Genesis, and for good reason. Luke Swanson has the potential to be the future of Genesis and CMV as a whole. This is the third matchup so far, baby. On the pre-show, we saw Deshaun Porter knock off Angelo Babos. Then Brody Halleck defeated El Jefe in dominant fashion. And we just saw D'Angelo Prince defeat Adam Valentine to retain the Anarchy Championship and effectively end Adam Valentine's chances of coming back to Genesis. So the submissions are what you have to watch out for when it comes to Luke Swanson, especially that Russian leg sweep transition into an octopus stretch, kind of an abdominal stretch in a way. Luke Swanson in the ring, and out next is a superstar who debuted earlier this season to much fanfare and impressed the few doubters that he had, and going on a huge winning streak. But something happened a couple of months ago. I don't know what changed, but Tanaka has been on a considerable losing streak. Did get a little bit of momentum back on his side with that 8-man tag win a couple of nights ago on the Go Home Genesis, but when it comes to singles competition, Tanaka has been struggling. Maybe tonight can turn things around for him finally. Deshaun Porter of the ATL, Mark. Matsuda Tanaka, I should say, donned in his ritual war paint here and ready for just that, a war, which this will surely be. RJPW's own, a very decorated champion in Japan. Can Matsuda Tanaka find his way to a championship opportunity here in CV? Talked about it a little bit before. He's got the lethal strikes, especially those kicks, or maybe even worse, his knees. It's that one running knee strike that you cannot get hit with the hands of Tanaka, or you are going down and out, baby. Look at that hashtag, making a win. Jaquan Shea arriving with a little bit of cosplay. I believe that is Thanatos from Infinity War. Gonna try to use that gauntlet on his way to becoming a 3-time Anarchy champion. Get another shot. Redeem himself against D'Angelo Prince next month at Purgatory. Jaquan Shea, another versatile striker. Thanos, whatever, I don't care. I don't care about you nerds in your comic book movies. Who's Thanatos? Because Thanatos is somebody. I think he's a character, a god, isn't he? Mention that you must discuss this. Ain't no top up on that baby. I think Gumbo made this a command, didn't he? Yes. Can Jaquan Shea hashtag make it a win tonight? And last but not least, to round out this 8-pack challenge with #1 contendership for the Anarchy title on the line, it is the bona fide movie star. You know, months ago we thought Tyson Cage was just a bit delusional, but now he is the forefront of Hollywood, playing the titular Moon Knight in Marvel's Moon Knight, #1 in the world right now. Taking some time out of his busy schedule in order to come here to Cause and Effect 3. On the hunt for his first singles championship is a former Fusion Tag Team Champion. Tyson Cage actually scored the winning pinfall in that 8-man tag a couple nights ago, defeating No Fun Martini, his rival. Let's see if he can do it again tonight. So here we go, my fine feathered friends, 8-pack challenge at Cause and Effect 3. The #1 contendership for the Anarchy title on the line. The winner of this will meet D'Angelo Prince next month at Purgatory. The final stop before Ascendant 6 for the championship. Every man for himself. Pinfall submission will eliminate a superstar. It is last man standing as immediately everybody just goes after each other. Kevin Silva with Mark Intel, Jaquan Shea with Tyson Cage, Luke Swanson and No Fun Martini, Masuda Tanaka after the giant Guri Sukanov. A lot to get through still tonight, guys. Up next, the World Tag Team titles will be on the line as Reese Matthews and Sam Valentine challenge the Good Brothers, Xander Slate and Randy Borton, and much more. Hard to keep up with exactly everything that's going on during an 8-pack challenge. So much to look at and try to stay focused on. Mark Intel turning Kevin Silva's chest to hamburger meat as Tanaka, and look at that. Tanaka perhaps on the verge of forcing Guri Sukanov to submit, and Mark Intel saved his tag team partner. Ooh, all right. Looks like they might have formed an alliance for this matchup ahead of them actually beginning the team. And as I said on Genesis, God help the tag team division once they do get going. Jaquan Shea in this beautiful attire, gotta give him credit for holding the back of Tyson Cage's head down with a knee. Kevin Silva might have Mark Intel in trouble, punch to the back of the head, and a nice pump handle-esque back suplex. Yo, what is up? 7-2. Indeed, you are pretty much just in time. And Diamond, hello. You actually missed a pretty cool spot there, 7-2. Guri Sukanov was about to tap via a triangle hold by Tanaka, and Mark Intel saved him. I guess that might be a bit of an alliance between the two in this matchup, and it seems like I was correct, as Jaquan Shea takes them amidst the chaos to taunt a little bit. Now Shea goes right back after Tyson Cage. Guri Sukanov and Matsuda Tanaka continuing the battle. Mark Intel, ooh, nice release Tiger Bomb there to Kevin Silva. And an airplane spin by Jaquan Shea takes out Tyson Cage. Reverse DDT by Tanaka takes out Guri Sukanov. And a powerbomb attempted by Swanson, dropped into a facebuster by No Fun Martini. The former international champion with a hook in the leg. Tanaka, why are they breaking up each other's stuff? Ding dongs. Maybe Tanaka wants to be the one to eliminate Swanson for some reason. Nice elbow drop. That is vintage Martini, back when he was known as Lance Martini. Love that elbow drop from him. And now here, the party policeman with a lifting reverse DDT, becoming one of his signature maneuvers. Codebreaker meanwhile to Mark Intel out of nowhere takes him down. And No Fun Martini perhaps looks to score the first elimination, but Tyson Cage blindsides him. These two have been bitter rivals over the past couple of months, fighting numerous times, scoring wins over each other. Now it is Tyson Cage who's looking to take out No Fun Martini with that Canadian Destroyer of his. But a nice sit out face buster. Pop-up punch by Guri and a pinfall in the corner by Swanson and Markintown. Now Martini pins Tyson Cage. One. Only a 1 count. But Guri Sukanov perhaps looking to thin the pack. Tanaka in big trouble. Vintage sit-out powerbomb by the Russian Ogre. Meanwhile, Martini takes out Cage with a spinning reverse STO. And neither of them go for a pin. Tanaka and Tyson Cage laid out bare right now. Primed to be pinned. Ralph and Sugar very excited about this matchup. They are loving it so far. Tyson Cage up to his feet. Matsuda Tanaka still a little bit weary on his knee there. Not taking, oh! I thought Tanaka was going to try to go for his knee strike there. All right, Ralph, we get it. It's a good match. Tanaka and Jaquan Shea have a history as well. Double knees to the back. All right, Ralph. Hey. Calm down, mate. It was Matsuda Tanaka who defeated Jaquan Shea in his CMV debut. That was back at Exodus. Jaquan did get the win back actually last month, defeating Tanaka. Nice dragon scooter. Kevin Silva now bringing Guri Sukanov up to his feet. Ralph. Hey. Ralph. Ralph. Bubba Lou Johnson. Trying to commentate this matchup with me. Good Lord. Should have brought the little dog whistle over here. Oh, Tanaka gonna clear the entire ring. What? Completely missed him. It's Jaquan just still selling too. Hello? Hello? Oh, what? Then tried to psych him out with a super kick to the back of the head, but Jaquan countered. And now Jaquan looking to take Tanaka out. Wow, that was the greatest spot I've ever seen in my entire life. Brainbuster! Is he actually going to pin him, though? He is. Our first elimination inbound. 1, 2. No, Tanaka kicks out, but also Markintown with a bull hammer to Luke's. How the hell did Matsuda kick out, by the way? He got hit with Guri's powerbomb, then a brainbuster. You kidding? Pop-up punch to Swanson. And now hooks the leg as a Russian Ogre. 1, 2. Oh, that was close, but no cigar. Still no eliminations as of yet. But Lance Martini, or should I say no one Martini, don't want him coming over here and giving me a citation. Falling back elbow after the scoop slam. And in the corner, guys, keep your eyes open. Guri sucking up with the power bomb to Luke Swanson. Again, not making pins, though. Just wanting to hurt everybody. Oh, what is up with my dogs right now? Hello? Simmer down. Oh, you see that knee jerking on Tanaka right there. Goes for the Kinshasa. But Jaquan Shea knows Tanaka too well, the battles they've had. Able to move out of the way in a nice zigzag. Hang on 1 second, guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. Matchup continuing. Oh, Tyson Cage got busted open at some point. I did not see that. And Luke Swanson now the one to climb the turnbuckles and pander to the CM Universe a bit. We have got to thin this pack. Still no eliminations. But, oh, wow. Tyson Cage going for a rings of sack. I'm surprised even able to lock it in on the thickness of Guri. And Jaquan Shea with a brainbuster to Luke Swanson. Swanson has taken a lot of damage. Jaquan Shea quickly into the pin. 1, 2. Are you kidding? Wow. The resiliency of these 8 men. Jaquan Shea, like, that's all right. No worries. Oh my God, a Canadian Destroyer to the 400-pound Guri Sukanov. Oh, but as Perry's going for the pin, he's taken out inadvertently. These two are bringing out their big guns. These 8 bringing out their big guns. Everything they have, they're putting it on the line in order to get that Anarchy Championship opportunity, because they know if they can win the Anarchy title, that will solidify themselves a spot on the Ascendant 6 card. As a defending champion, referee Perry White is still down, and Mercantile working on the knee of Matsuda Tanaka. Guri Sukanov continuing to tear apart Tyson Cage. Here's Martini again with that lifting reverse DDT of his. Meanwhile, an Alabama Slammer to the dashing one. Perry White finally back up to his seat. Jaquan Shea been down for a while. Jaquan is sleeping. Pop up, punch ya. Tyson Cage, #1 movie in the world right now. Targeting that moneymaker, not going to make him very happy. Might have dislocated the jaw with that punch. DDT, Mercantile, can he beat? Oh wait, I didn't even see Luke Swanson lock in his submission. We have an elimination, guys. Jaquan Shea has been eliminated. But Mercantile's big fat body was blocking my view, and Swanson locked in his octopus stretch. Jaquan Shea is the first man eliminated via submission. Oh, that Kinshasa! To Guri Sukanov, taking him out. Shea hits the showers. His mission to become a 3-time Anarchy champion put on hold for now, and Tanaka nearly eliminating Martini. 7 men remain, and Tyson Cage, I believe, just countered a submission attempt by Luke Swanson. Mercantile and Guri now battling. They had a bit of an alliance earlier, but like I said, every man for himself. And look at the power of Guri with a launching belly-to-belly suplex, nearly crushing poor referee Perry White. Tyson Cage now looking to get back at Guri. Matsuda Tanaka targeting Martini and Kevin Silva. As Swanson breathing heavily over there in the corner, down on one knee. He is not looking too hot, guys. Kick to the back of the head. The former tag team partners going after each other now. They shared World Tag Team Championship gold as a team. Right now, it's every man for himself. Look at Guri headbutting the hand of Tyson Cage, who's now bleeding even worse. Multiple pins, both kick out, though. Jaquan Shea, the only man eliminated thus far, as Guri and Mercantile continue to battle. Tyson Cage doing the wise thing that you should in a multi-man matchup. Let your opponents beat the hell out of each other. Now closes it as Guri has Tanaka from the second turnbuckle, throwing caution to the wind for a nice Meteora attempt, but Martini moves out of the way. Crack to the jaw there by Tanaka. Crazy matchup. This is indeed the action. Honestly, hard to call. Look at this. Guri Sukanov again targeting the hand of Tyson Cage with these headbutts. Everything at Tyson Cage's body is going to be broken after this matchup. His jaw, his freaking hand. He's catching it. Maybe he shouldn't have come here, honestly. He has got a great movie career now. Oh, look at that. Kevin Silva, guys, the Portuguese god of wrestling, with a nice capture suplex in the corner. Referee Perry White to the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, though. These 7 men hanging in there. All for a shot at the Anarchy Championship. Powerbomb to Guri Sukanov. That's just 400 pounds through the air. No big deal. Look at that, though, as Tyson was looking to hit the Canadian Destroyer on Guri. Mercantile saves him. And here's Kevin Silva, guys, looking to force his own tag team partner to submit. The Olympic stretch is cinched in. And will Swanson, yes, Swanson taps out. And now there are 6 left. Luke Swanson eliminated Jaquan Shea. Now Swanson eliminated by his own former tag team partner, Kevin Silva. There are 6 men left. And Mercantile, having just saved Guri, now looks to put him down. But Guri counters. Luke Swanson is still completely out of it. He's got to get to the back. He's got to get out of the ring here. Give everybody else some much needed room. Which of these 6 men, no matter who it'll be, gonna be a tough challenge for champion D'Angelo Prince next month at Purgatory, as Tyson Cage now with a Canadian Destroyer to Kevin Silva. Makes it to the pin, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. and Silva was busted open badly. Now there are 5, so Luke Swanson eliminated Shaquan Shea, then Swanson gets eliminated by Silva, then Silva eliminated by Cage. I'm going to make a guess that Tyson Cage is the next man to be eliminated. And look at that, Tanaka, GTX to No Fun Martini, who also was busted open at some point I did not see. Great performance by Kevin Silva. He might need some stitches. He is donning that proverbial crimson mask. No Fun Martini just napping over in the corner as Tanaka goes to the pin here on Mark Cattell. Tyson Cage continuing to fight against the Russian Ogre, the bear from the motherland. Martini rested up in the corner. 5 men remain. Look at that, though. Tyson not giving him a chance to breathe. The rivals tearing into each other as Tanaka looks to take out Mark Cattell, guys, but Tyson Cage, my prediction, gonna come true. Gonna get flattened with that Russian powerbomb. Guri has not made a single, he's hit like 4 powerbombs this match, refuses to pin. Wow, what a counter by Martini there to whatever Guri was going for it, and a slick looking DDT as well. Well, Tyson Cage saved via Guri's ignorance to not go for the pin. And now Martini has him in the corner. Meanwhile, Tanaka with a reverse STO there. To Mark Cattell, a little bit of teamwork between Martini and, well, get a face full of dick. Tyson Cage, there's the falling back elbow. Tyson Cage secures the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count, though. No Fun Martini from behind as Cage was looking for the Canadian Destroyer. And now Martini gonna get it. Martini catches the Canadian Destroyer, but a ball hammer to Matsuda Tanaka and no pin. Both Martini and Matsuda Tanaka primed for a pin right now. Nobody's going for it, though. And of course, Mark, though, gonna go for Martini. Backbreaker by the Harbinger of Evil. Nearly gets the pin on No Fun Martini, but not quite enough to get the job done. 5 men left. What started as 8. The winner challenges D'Angelo Prince next month at Purgatory for the Anarchy Championship. Guri gonna hit yet another powerbomb. The question is, will he actually go for the pin this time? As Tanaka out of the corner, looking to properly hit his super kick. Oh my God, Guri, you freaking ding dong. Matsuda, go get the pin. Oh, he's gonna taunt. Curtain call. Martini save us. Goes for the pin on Guri. 1, 2. How lucky has Tyson Cage been in this matchup, by the way? He should have been eliminated 10 times over. Kinshasa to Mark Cattell. And Tanaka knows that he has to pin. 1, 2. Wow. This late in the matchup, and Mark Cattell kicks out. Once again, Guri. Yeah, Guri just wants to come out here and hurt people, I think. He's not trying to actually win this matchup. And that's going to come back to bite him. No Fun Martini goes right after Tyson Cage as Matsuda Tanaka with a powerbomb at the hands. Oh! Spinning reverse STO. And can Tyson Cage finally be eliminated? Why is nobody pinning Tyson Cage? 1, 2. Tanaka kicks out. Nobody will pin. It's not even like Guri won't pin him. Nobody will pin Tyson Cage. Yo, what up, coach? Thanks for dropping in. Cause Effect 3 live here. 3rd matchup on the main card. An 8-pack challenge. No Fun Martini looks to take out Tanaka, but Tyson Cage back to his seat cuts him off. As the new tag team partners, Mark Cattell and Guri, beating the hell out of each other. Does Guri have it? His 6th or 7th powerbomb in this match. And doesn't go for the pin. Love you, Guri. Never change. Never change. We need 4 more pins or submissions before this matchup can come to an end. And we have a definitive winner. Oh, nice. Oh, caught by. Oh! reverses the reversal. Does Tyson Cage let that flying? And finally into the pin. If Cage kicks out of this, I swear. 1, 2. How? He's been hit with like 6 finishers at the course of this matchup. What the hell? Well, Martini's a big movie star now. He wants the gold to compliment him. Full muscle buster, and Martini takes out Tanaka with one of those reverse DDTs of his. Can't even get to his feet afterwards. He's so tired. And Martini is bleeding like a stuck pig now. Absolutely drenched in blood. Tyson Cage to a pin on Marcantel. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Marcantel busted open. Martini busted open. Cage busted open. These 5 remaining men putting each other through the ringer, all for a shot at D'Angelo Prince, his Anarchy title, and an opportunity to head into Ascendant 6 as a champion. Tanaka's knee is jerking. Who's his target, though? Martini! Oh, takes out Guri and Martini with it. He actually caught Guri right in the back of the head with it. But he's focused with Martini still. Somebody should definitely pin Guri over there. Now he's starting to get back up to his feet. Now Martini now just handing out these lifting reverse DDTs. I don't even know how you can see, honestly. Martini's entire face is covered in blood. A pin by Tyson Cage on Marcantel. Not enough to get it, though. Perched up on the top rope. Martini saves himself whenever Suchanov was thinking there. Jumping right over Tanaka for a beautiful crossbody. Like a turnaround crossbody. That was pretty awesome. Martini pulling out all the stops, doing what he's got to do. Guri Suchanov trying desperately to get up to his feet. Code breaker by Tyson Cage. Can Marcantel finally be done for? 1, 2. No. What's it going to take? It started with 8. It's down to 5. Marcantel's blood mixing with his face paint. Now it looks nasty. And Guri just standing there. I don't think he knows where he is at this point. Everybody's bleeding now besides Matsuda Tanaka. Tyson Cage looking to deliver unto us the elimination of Marcantel, another Canadian destroyer, and Tyson Cage smart enough to pin. 1, 2, 3, and Marcantel is eliminated finally. And then there were 4. Good Lord Almighty. No Fun Martini, Guri Suchanov, Matsuda Tanaka, and Tyson Cage are left, and now Matsuda's busted open, meaning everybody is busted open now. Luke Swanson eliminated Jaquan Shea. Swanson was eliminated by Silva. Silva eliminated by Cage. And now Cage eliminates Marcantel. 2 for Tyson. Which of these 4 men will it be? Nice ripcord knee strike to Martini. Rival to rival. It would feel so good for Tyson Cage to eliminate the party policeman. Guri takes out Marcantel. Big roar from the Russian Ogre. Maybe now he'll actually go for the pin. Oh, but he doesn't even hit it. Matsuda clutching big time to counter. And a nice Regal cutter. Backbreaker to Tyson Cage. Man, Martini has no doubt taken his licks in this match. But Tyson Cage, I'd say, has had the worst part. He has not had a good time. He's had a fit. Oh, the knee is jerking down the side. Kinshasa. 1, 2, 3, and the Russian Brute has been eliminated. It is down to 3 men. No Fun Martini, Matsuda Tanaka, and Tyson Cage are left. Matsuda is finally starting to look like the Tanaka that I know. The ferocious, hellacious, unbeatable, just force to be reckoned with. Code breaker, that's exactly how Cage pinned Martini on Genesis 2 nights ago. But Martini no sells, pops right back up. Shakes the cobwebs now, hooked to the jaw, misses it though. These two men have been going back and forth with each other for months now, and Martini puts it to an end with a spinning reverse STO. Tanaka to his feet as Martini does not go for the pin. Tyson Cage has got to be the luckiest man on earth in this match. He literally has been hit with maybe 10 finishers, and hardly anybody has tried to pin him. Now Tyson back up to his feet, but he could be risking a goddamn concussion at this point with all that he's been through. And who's going to hit their move first is the question. It's neither. Reverse DDT down onto the knee. Tanaka pins Martini. 1, 2, just a 2 count. The party policeman trying to pull a Guri here, not pinning anyone. Tyson Cage yelling at Matsuda to let him eliminate Martini. Tanaka's not having any of it, though. You know, Martini knocked off Tanaka a few weeks ago. I'm sure that the Ultimate One would like that win back. Martini blindsided, though, and now some teamwork between the Dashing One and the Dragon Slayer, and assisted Enziguri, followed up by an arm breaker. Now Martini's getting ganged up on. Tyson Cage looks to shoot and finish, but Matsuda again interrupts him. I don't know why Tanaka's doing that. He should let Dashin Tyson Cage get the move off and try to eliminate Martini. I said going into this matchup that Martini was probably the favorite. He's in the final 3. Can he survive this double teaming? Again, Tyson Cage. Tyson Cage and No Fun Martini have been fighting brutally back and forth, but now it's over. Yes, yes, that was great. Oh my God, Tanaka says, fuck yo, Finn. Breaks Martini's arm again. Wow, that cell breaking up the Canadian Destroyer was glorious. Man, Martini is getting absolutely just the shit kicked out of him. Yeah, he's beaten both Tyson Cage and No Fun and Matsuda Tanaka, so they're both getting their vengeance now. Tyson Cage taking out both men. Enzu lariats. No Fun Martini. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Who will survive this onslaught? Double boots up under the jaw of Tyson Cage. Now Tanaka turns to the CMV Universe, thriving off their energy late into this one. Just 3 men of 8 remain. Lifting reverse DDT by No Fun Martini to Tyson Cage. Tanaka, though, right on him, runs into a pop-up punch. And to the corner. Who's he targeting, though? Tanaka, I think. Bam! The sliding shin strike to the temple. 1, 2, no! It is not enough, and Martini can't seem to believe it as blood just spurts from that gash on his forehead. But that Kinshasa, you can believe, boy. 1, 2, no! Martini kicks out, trading finishers, and neither of them will stay down. What up, Danuka? Again, teamwork here from Cage and Tanaka. Double vertical suplex. Trying to do what they can to get Martini the hell out of here. Maybe seeing him as the biggest threat with the odds on his side. And there you go. Spinning reverse STO. But Cage not going to allow Martini to make the pin. Instead, going to hit him with the Canadian Destroyer. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Are you joking? Wow. Martini kicking out of a Canadian Destroyer just a minute after kicking out of the Kinshasa. These 3 guys, man, like I said, they know what's on the line. It's not just a shot at the Anarchy Championship. It is a chance to have a definitive spot on the Ascendant 6 card. But there goes Martini, eliminated finally. And then there were 2. Tyson Cage and Matsuda Tanaka remain. No Fun Martini was able to kick out of that Canadian Destroyer, but perhaps that was what he had left in the tank. Now he's been eliminated. There are 2 left. Dashing Tyson K. Yeah, Martini, you gotta get out of here. My God. He is just looking like a whole mess. So who's it gonna be? Both of these men surely deserve the shot after what they've been through in this match. D'Angelo Prince awaiting the winner next month at Purgatory. Tyson Cage shoots for the super kick, but the dashing one counters reverse DDT. This is the Tanaka of old. This is the ultimate Matsuda Tanaka. But Tyson Cage with a code breaker looks to dash his championship aspirations. No pun intended. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and he does. Tyson Cage is the #1 contender for the Anarchy Championship. And well deserved it is. What a war we just witnessed. Dashing Tyson Cage earns himself a shot at the Anarchy title next month. Tyson Cage, D'Angelo Prince for the gold. But tonight, Tyson Cage, he's got to get an ice pack. He's got to go see a massage therapist, making sure his moneymaker's in check, man. I think he ate everybody's finisher 2 times. Look at that face. Yeah, moneymaker not exactly looking too great right now, Tyson. But a winner is Tyson Cage. What a match, what a win. Props to all 8 of those superstars. All right, my fine feathered friends, and it's time for more championship action here on Cause and Effect 3 and the World Tag Team titles will be up for grabs next as Reese Matthews via the 4th Annual Cyborg Invitational and his tag team partner Sam Valentine challenge the Good Brothers, the tag team of the year, Xander Slade and Randy Borton, for their belts. Still a lot to get to, of course. Up next in our tertiary main event, Josh Wolf will challenge Dallas Steele for the international title. Not to mention in the co-main event, Azriel and John Reed will be locked inside of a steel cage to do battle. And in the main event, 4th Annual Cyborg Invitational winner Reese Ortiz will challenge the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews for his Alpha World Championship. But right now, guys, this is an interesting matchup. A couple of nights ago on Genesis, Xander Slade was able to knock off Sam Valentine in singles competition. But I believe this is the first time that Reese met with his former Good Brothers since in the past has actually knocked off Randy Borton in singles competition. I remember way back when he beat Borton with his own finishing maneuver, the Borto End. But it is a very interesting situation coming into play for this World Tag Team title match. It's disgusting. Led him to being arrested and submitted to a psychiatrical ward, a mental institution, a nut house, and they didn't want to keep him. The head nurse there actually kicked him out, sent him back to the arena, highly medicated, and Sam Valentine, knowing that Reese Matthews had that tag team title opportunity, got to give Sam props. Very, very smart and quick thinking to tell the nurse that he was Reese Matthews' tag team partner in order to insert himself into this championship match. But there he is. Reese Matthews, the former undisputed champion, the total package, donning the persona of Sam Valentine, the rocker get up and the dancing. Reese Matthews is ready for his first championship matchup in a long time, again, which he earned for placing in the top 4 of the Cyborg Invitational. This is the first time ever that we are seeing Reese Matthews and Sam Valentine actually team together, though, so who knows what kind of fireworks we can see. Like I said, Slate did get that bit of momentum a couple of nights ago, knocking off Sam in singles competition. There he is, the Dream, a CMV veteran, a man who has had so many championship opportunities throughout the years, but never could win the big one. Could tonight be the night with Reese at his side? Does that turn you on, Soul? Does that get you all hot and bothered? Big question going into this matchup. Are Reese Matthews and Sam Valentine, can they work as a cohesive unit? Are they going to be able to get the job done? Their first match together, a clutch. What a performance it was by Sam there. In the end, though, he did lose. Will the same be said as here come our World Tag Team Champions, the Good Brothers, Xander Slade and Randy Borton, the Tag Team of the Year, who have dominated the Genesis Tag Division all month long. Their first reign lasted 5 months. This reign closing in on 2. Don't bring that up, Soul. All right. Xander Slade's got to stay focused tonight. Though it was just a couple of nights ago, he actually appeared on Unmatched for the first time ever. Xander Slade calling out Ricky Spanish to an implosion matchup, guys, and it is said it will be a rematch. Ricky Spanish, Xander Slade, a submission match next weekend at Implosion. But tonight, Xander Slade, along with the Milkman Randy Borton, to defend the World Tag Team titles against their former good brother Reese Matthews and Sam Valentine. Up with the arrival of the Forsaken and the ATL Dance Party coming over from Fusion. Got the formation of Dory Suckinov and Mark Cattell. I have to reiterate again, rip the Genesis Tag Team Division once they actually start having matches, but it is a highly competitive field. The Good Brothers have a lot of teams chomping at the bit. Tonight, though, it is the Black Lipstick Gang of Reese Matthews and the Dream, Sam Valentine. Just a couple weeks they've been together, even though the circumstances of them coming together are not exactly good. I've been talking about how I feel like it's not the first time Sam Valentine has taken advantage of a person who's inebriated and intoxicated under the influence, but they have garnered some fan support. Will it be enough to take the titles, though, from the well-oiled machine of the Good Brothers 2? Xander Slade, Randy Borton, putting the gold on the line. Big roars from the champs, marking their territory, if you will. Referee Perry White going to take the titles. Holding it up high for the CMV Universe to see, guys. Before this matchup starts, we have a tweet from Tyson Cage who says, blood, sweat, tears. Former tag team champion and movie actor, #1 contender, future Anarchy champion. I'm surprised he can even move his fingers right now, honestly. Referee Perry White rings the bell. Let's get it on. Reese Matthews kicks things off with Xander Slate, and immediately a fisherman's a neck breaker. Goes for a back suplex, gonna drop Xander Slate right in the back of his head, and a nice fluid kip up by the former Undisputed Champion. Tries to follow through, but Xander shakes the cobwebs quickly. Jawbreaker puts some distance between them. Remember, the Good Brothers, specifically Xander Slate, saying that if they retain here tonight, what a powerbomb, that they will next week on Genesis defend the titles against Brûlé, against Dule Zaire and Brett Angel. So the Good Brothers are able to retain here. They will have their work cut out for them immediately. Punch to the midsection there. Reese Matthews now charges Slate, slamming his face right down onto the knee, then a reverse DDT down onto the knee into a neck breaker. Nice combination. Expertly executed by the Total Package, who goes up to the second turnbuckle. Randy Orton trying to help out his boy, but was a little bit too late. Elbow drop. Connects straight to the heart of the show. Elbow to the top of the head. Now a stomp down onto the thigh. Deep breaths early on. Woo! That disrespect. A straight slap across the face. Blood red is Xander's cheek now. Irish over to the corner. Tries for a tag to Sam Valentine, but a boot to the side of the head. A couple elbows to the side of the head. Turn him around. Get a good look at that ass. Cross the arms for a straight jacket German suplex into the bridge. Reese Matthews doing a very good job controlling this matchup early on. I'll give him credit. And Reese in the corner. I don't even know what to call that, to be honest. He's like sticking his dick in the air. I don't know. Get a good look at his dick. Now Xander Slate, knowing he's in trouble, trying desperately to get back up to his feet. Nice action roll. The OG Dirty Heel closes in. Knee to the top of the head, though, by Matthews. Closes the distance. Reese! What? Going for his cradle DDT, but Xander Slate knows it. Knows Reese too well. Knee to the top of the head. It saves Xander for now, who fires back with a single knee. Backbreaker. Man, that told Xander Slate not to underestimate Reese here, though. Blink of an eye, we could have had New World Tag Team Champions real quick. Kick to the chest by Xander. Xander Slate very well rounded, but I'd say his brawling is what he's best at. And of course, have to be weary of that submission hold he calls Slave by Slate. Do not want to get caught up in that. Snake eyes, Reese Matthews blinding Slate momentarily. Xander looks for a tag over to Borton, crawling, but Reese stops him dead in his tracks, goes for a strike, forearm smash instead, wobbles him on spaghetti legs, Slate shoots low, hook to the jaw, Reese Matthews, snapmare, and what a drop kick. Pinpoint accuracy by the Total Package. There's a reason he's called that. Irish whip to the corner. Matthews looks to slap hands with Valentine this time. Nope, instead gonna put Xander in a tree of woe. Letting the blood rush to the head of the OG Dirty Heel. Sam giving him some room to work, but Xander, nice reversal. Knee directly to the face. Now the show closes the distance. Kick to the midsection. Goes for a grapple. Arm drag though. Back and forth. Tit for tat. World Tag Team titles on the line. Taking for a little bit of a walk back into the corner. Elbow to the midsection. Elbow to the midsection. And a third elbow sets Xander free. Front headlock. And Xander Slate been in the middle of a storm. Controversy. Nice. Botchplex. No pin, though. Knew that Reese would get the rope break. The controversy revolving around Reese Ortiz and Adam Scott. Xander just got so much on his plate right now. Maybe that's exactly why Reese Matthews is manhandling so much. Irish whip over to Borton. Interesting. And Borton makes a tag. Mistake there by Reese. Or perhaps Reese wanted to bring Borton into the match. Tag to Valentine. These two men know each other very well. Fought numerous times last season as singles competitors. And Reese takes out Xander, makes sure he stays down. The Dream with a shin breaker to the Milkman, a stomp to the shoulder. Borton, not a great start to this matchup. Sam looks to bring him up to his feet, but an elbow to the midsection closes the distance, though. Punch to the pec. Punch to the gut. Full Nelson slam by the Dream. Will his dream finally be realized? His first taste of CMV Championship gold. So many opportunities over the years for multiple titles. What is Sam going for here? Ooh! Big Travis King fan. Checkmate. A rude bomb, whatever you want to call it. Kind of like a modified Death Valley driver in a way. Brought it to his feet. Face-to-face, guys. Slate is still down. Borton on his own. Nice fireman's carry, though. Take over. Brings Sam right up to his feet. Borton wastes no time. Irish whip. Sam rebounds. Borton catches him with a nice cold kick. And there's Xander finally recuperating enough to get back up onto the apron as their World Tag Team titles are on the line. What up, Dynamic? Grabbed by the ears. Sam Valentine struggling to keep control over Borton. The Moo Moo Man seems to have an answer for nearly everything. Arm drag, back and forth. Anything you can do, I can do better type of feeling right now. Oh, Sam thought he might go for a shot. Oh! Xander coming in to save his boy. I don't know if he can, though. He tried and failed, and he can't risk Perry White disqualifying him. I mean, they would retain the titles, but... And look at that. Xander can't do anything but watch as Valentine with the Dream Shatterer. Double boots right to the chest of Randy Borton, who now has gone completely limp. Do we have new World Tag Team Champions here at Cause and Effect 3? Will it be enough? Wants to make definitively sure there's no rope breaks. A hook of the leg. Can Xander make the save or will Reese stop him? Oh, only a 2 count. Oh, Xander says, you, brother. Now he takes out Reese with a double axe handle, giving Borton a little bit of time. Tries to help him out again. Back elbow by the Milkman. Now it's Sam Valentine, who's currently handicapped. Borton finding it hard to stand. And Sam Valentine keeps the pressure on. Full Nelson slam yet again. Remember, though, Reese is out of it ringside. So Sam has nobody to tag to currently. Just slammed into the corner. Jeez, tossed to the center of the ring like nothing, like a rag doll. One, but Xander into the ring, breaks it up at 1. Reese Matthews back into the fray. Coming up from behind. Now it's Sam Valentine. I don't know exactly what he's doing here. See you bye, Xander. Have a nice trip. See you next fall. Borton drops out of a scoop slam attempt. Back suplex of the Milkman on his own right now. Borton's faced stiffer odds before and come out victorious. Ascendance is upon us. 'Tis the season. Everybody wants to be a part of the show of shows. And if you're a champion, you are guaranteed a spot. Borton. Butterfly DDT by the Milkman. Knocked it so forceful that it knocks Reese off the canvas. Reese not happy about it. Side suplex. Borton not letting up as now he looks for a tag to Xander Slate. No, nonchalant in the corner. Like it ain't no thing but a chicken wang. As if this ain't a real challenge, but I'd say Reese Matthews, Sam Valentine have been in control of the better part of this matchup. That's all about to change. Borton on the prowl, lining up his shot. Sam Valentine to his feet, having no idea that a Borto end, baby, is coming his way. But look at Reese Matthews distract the referee Perry White, giving Sam a little bit of time to muster the strength to kick out. Will it be enough? 1, 2, it will. Sam survives. Survives for now, though. Borton turning to the Sea of the Universe, mocking them. Clothesline, vintage Borton. Bortoning up, clothesline again. Ducks the clothesline, rebound, single, knee, back, breaker, tilt-a-whirl. Borton again, wastes absolutely no time. That's what makes him so lethal. Another Borto end. Too close to the ropes, though. Borton makes sure that Sam does not get lucky. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, but Reese, no, Reese failing miserably right at the end there. He was just about to make the save, but Xander Slate cuts him off in the nick of time, and the Good Brothers are still the World Tag Team Champions. Wow, that can you say close? Reese was an inch away from making the save, but Xander clutching big to take him out of the way. And the Good Brothers are still the World Tag Team Champions. Matthews and Valentine definitely throwing them through the ringer in this matchup, though. Credit where credit is due. I didn't expect that much out of them. That was a desperation win for the Good Brothers. And was this the finish? It was. No, it wasn't. I would like to get a replay, seeing how close Reese was to making the save. I don't think we're going to get it, though. Oh, we might. There was the second board to end, followed closely from the first. Ready, active champions, and you know what this means. This Friday on Genesis, they will defend the titles against Brule, Dule Zaire, and Brett Angel. What a match, though. There's a reason they are the tag team of the year. All right, guys, here we go. The final stretch of Cause and Effect 3. It is our tertiary main event. Coming up next, the international title will be on the line as Josh Wolf challenges the God Killer Dallas Steel Stud to come to win our current event. Inside of a steel cage, Azrael Kane will battle John Reed in our main event. 4th annual Cyborg Invitational winner, Reese Ortiz, gets his shot at the Bloody Brit and the Alpha World Championship. But first, speaking of the Cyborg, it was Josh Wolf who placed second, and in the Feast or Fired game, earned himself this shot at the international title. This past Friday night on Genesis, it was tag team action. Reese Ortiz and Dallas Steel facing off against Josh Wolf and Chris Andrews. Every time that Josh Wolf and Dallas Steel were in the ring together, Josh Wolf was dominating Dallas Steel. I quite honestly have never seen the genetic perfection handled the way that he was, which gives the advantage to Wolf, I'd say, heading into this. But in the end, Wolf and Britt did take the loss. There's not a lot of momentum on the side of Josh Wolf, but that has never stopped them before. We know that deep down inside, his main goal is that Alpha World Championship, and I'm sure he was devastated when he lost the 4th annual Cyborg Invitational, but the International Championship is exactly what he needs to get recognized, to stay in the hunt, if you will. Josh Wolf knows that. All the prestige that's behind the International Championship, especially in Dallas Steel's run. I'll give him credit. Dallas Steel, since winning the championship back at Point Break inside of the Elimination Chamber, has been an unstoppable machine with only 3 singles losses to his name. This is Dallas Steel's biggest challenge to date. There's no doubt about that. But it's also going to be a challenge for Josh Wolf with Ascendant 6 on the horizon. It was 1 year ago today, Josh Wolf had his first pay-per-view match at Cause and Effect 2. And what a year it has been for the Vessel of Fenrir, the inaugural two-time Rising Star champion. Looks for yet another championship. The problem is, it is fit snug around the waist of that man, the genetic perfection, the God Killer, Dallas Steele, this brute of a man. Has destroyed nearly all put in front of him, surviving the confines of the Elimination Chamber to win the championship. If Dallas Steele does retain here tonight, he will tie Randy Orton, Troy Voodoo, and Jackson Jordan for most defenses as international champion. Tonight marks 3 months he's held the belt. Same as Chris Andrews later on in our main event. But will it all come to an end here tonight? Or does Josh Wolf have what it takes to get the job done? And there is what is on the line. One of the most prestigious championships in all of CMV. The international title held by Hall of Famers. Held by some of the best to ever get in a CMV ring. And Josh Wolf looks to add his name to that list right here, right now. Last second preparations and a cutthroat, sending a very strong message to Dallas Steele that he will not be intimidated, that he is not afraid, but I don't know how you can't be when you are face to face with this just Hulk, this force. There's a reason he calls himself the genetic perfection, stellar in every single aspect. Josh Wolf says he has the spirit of a god in him, while Dallas Steele is the God Killer, as he hands the championship off to Perry White, who shows it to Wolf, doesn't even look at it. Eagle eyes. Hoists the belt up high for all to see. And here we go, our tertiary main event. Josh Wolf challenges Dallas Steele for the international championship. The bell rings and let's get it on right out of the gate like a bull being let out from its pen. STO topples Josh Wolf. Fast-paced. Being utilized, but Josh quickly snaps back too, and wow, that was like a sit-out Death Valley driver in a way, or a Samoan driver. You would label it as such. Close Lion Soul into a pin as well early on. Josh Wolf gonna get a quick night, not getting paid by the hour. Keep in mind, Dallas Steele does have a champion's advantage, and he has actually retained in the past using his champion's advantage. Count out. Disqualification, he will keep his title. Josh Wolf has got to win by pinfall submission if he wants to become champion tonight. Beautiful releasing suplex slam, I don't know what you want to call it, followed by a fury punch though, and there's a short arm clothesline for Wolf's troubles. Lateral press and immediate kick out by Josh Wolf. Certainly nowhere enough done in for Dallas Steele to get the pinfall. Brought right back up to his feet though. Dallas Steele unrelenting in his attack. Irish whip off the ropes. Oh my God! The vertical leap of a man Dallas Steele's size. That was incredible. Credit where it's due. That was awesome to see. Josh Wolf trying to fire right back at him though, with a couple of vertical suplexes. And then a botch flex. Ooh. A little bit of a spin on the Three Amigos. Josh Wolf to Brett's rope. Takes it. Oh, risking it. Pays off this time. Cannonball sent down. I think it rolled right off his face there. Wolf has had many big matches against many big opponents. He's lost some. He's won some. But nobody can take away the fact that Josh Wolf, oh my God, Nobody can take away the fact that he just got absolutely treated like a child there. The big meaty claw of Dallas Steel wrapping around Wolf's face. Double boot stomp to follow it up closely. And now Dallas with no rest for the wicked. Short arm, big boot. Wolf, since day one, has proved that he has got the heart of a champion, that he's got what it takes to be the future of CMV. Ooh, my favorite submission. And he's proved, specific points throughout his career, defeating the likes of Ryan Kent when he was champion, and just recently, a few weeks ago, defeating Chris Andrews clean in a singles match. That if given the opportunity, he can get the job done. It's just when he actually does get those chances, quite frankly, he chokes. And will the same be said tonight as Dallas Steel with a submission exhibition going on right now? Wolf escapes that, though. Looks like the damage might have been done to his arm. Kick to the midsection. The Vessel of Fenrir ducks the clothesline, but it's going to get it anyway. The international champion. Been making Genesis his playground since he debuted. Obliterating everybody put in front of him. Josh Wolf now, though, not looking to become just another number. Not a part of the statistic. Dallas Steel ain't no high flyer. Not going to take that risk, but drops down into a jawbreaker. And now a tilt-the-world DDT. And a tweet here, guys, from John Reed says, I can't wait for Josh Wolf to fail. And it's stuff like that that fuels the fire for Josh Wolf. Now a standing sea fire by the Vessel of Fenrir. He is rolling right now, and the roar, the ooh, ah. Can Josh Wolf hashtag make it a win tonight, ladies and gentlemen? It's not what he wanted. He wants the Alpha World Championship and the international title. Wow, 619 by Josh Wolf. Mamma mia. Dial it up. Tiger feint kick. And then a DDT. Not as impactful as it usually is from Wolf, but enough to get the job done. Straight into the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. I can't believe Josh Wolf just hit a 619. That's a highlight. And now Wolf with his finger to the trigger on the hunt and into the jaws of Fenrir for the international championship. 1, 2. No, it's not enough. It's not enough. But Wolf has the champion hurt, and he knows that, trying to stay in control, trying to keep the driver's seat. Dallas Steel is reeling. A 619 followed by a DDT and then the jaws of Fenrir. The champ is hurt, and the challenger with a crossbody throwing caution to the wind to knock both men out of the ring. Is this so smart, though? Out here, Dallas Steel has his champion's advantage. He can retain on a count out. Josh Wolf cannot win the title that way, but right now, blood has been spilled as Dallas Steel cracked face first on the outside. Now busted wide open. And referee Perry White very quickly, these counts were already at 3. And no! Dallas Steel taking the fight up the ramp. No, come on, Dallas. Steel feels the match slipping away from him. But wait a minute, Josh! Josh! Get him back. What are you doing, Josh? Where are you? What is he doing? What's Wolf doing? What the hell was that? Some fan just talked trash to him. Wolf, you gotta get Steel in the ring. Wolf has got to get Steel in the ring. What is he doing? Can Dallas break it? Can he break it? Oh my, what? What? No. That was a faulty call. We're restarting that. Dallas Steel was in the ring. Dallas Steel was in the ring. I am invoking my credit as commentator. That was bullshit. Dallas Steel got in the ring. Faulty call by Perry White. Well, nah. We're restarting that. Get these men back in the corner. Bad call by Perry White. Dallas Steel was in the ring there. That was not, he beat the 10 count. There's no way. No, we ain't having that. Not here on pay-per-view. Not in the tertiary main event. Not at Cause and Effect 3. This matchup is going to restart, and it has now. Nah. I've seen calls like that not counted before. That was complete and utter trash, but now Dallas Steel has been given a chance to come back, and he starts this time very strongly. Of course, the fight can immediately be taken to the outside again. General Manager Cassifave agreeing with me there that was a faulty call by referee Perry White. We all make mistakes, but if this matchup actually ends by counted again, fairly, I guess it'll have to be kept. You gotta be kidding me, right? This is ridiculous. Dallas, get him in the ring, please. I just put my career on the line. Thank you. Referee Perry White probably hates me now, but he has to realize that was a bad count. That was a bad count. It was a bad call. Yo, what up, Chance? Please, my friend. Welcome to CMV and Cause and Effect 3. Why do they want to fight on the outside so bad? Josh Wolf, quite honestly, nearly screwed himself. He would have won the match, but not the championship. Wow, what a combination by Dallas Steel. Josh Wolf's been through so much, and for Dallas Steel to try to, and Steel didn't even try to take the cheap way out. He did get back into the ring. Why would Perry want to ruin our great pay-per-view here? Well, Josh Wolf now is being given a second chance. Has Dallas up on his shoulders, dropped over the top rope. Nah, I don't buy it. Dallas was in the ring. It doesn't matter. Even if his little pinky finger was in the ring, it shouldn't have counted. To the top rope, though, Josh Wolf from the High Rent District goes for a modified moonsault, but the international champion moves out of the way, and Josh Wolf, quite frankly, was closing in on the win before this matchup was restarted. What the hell? Cattle mutilation by Josh Wolf. This is not a submission that you see used frequently. And that's why. Jesus fucking Louise. Kick right to the back of the head. He is the genetic perfection. He is the God killer. Josh Wolf, look how he's taunting Dallas Steel to get up to his feet, clothesline to the outside of the ring. If this was the Royal Rumble, Dallas Steel would have just been eliminated. I don't know why Wolf would risk taking this to the outside again. Just barreling down on Dallas's chest with that knee now. Josh Wolf wanting to use the ringside area as a weapon, and he is doing it expertly, but at the same time, he is risking this match going to count out again, and I don't think Cassifave is going to be so lenient as to restart once more. Now look at Dallas Steel staring down at Josh Wolf. Double boot stomp. Maybe Dallas now is realizing taking his champion's advantage is a smart thing to do. Or maybe not. Just before the count of 8, both men return to the ring. Josh Wolf slowly but surely brought up onto one knee. Straight kick to the chest, but nice block by Josh Wolf. Single underhook. DDT, the goodnight driver by the Vessel of Fenrir. The hottest commodity this season on Genesis. Looking to win his first major singles championship. He's the inaugural and a 2-time Rising Star champion, but the international title undoubtedly is on a whole nother level, and it's exactly what Wolf needs. What in the fuck? Oh my God, Captain's hook from the top rope, but doesn't keep it locked in, which is interesting. Goes for the pin, however. One, just a 1 count. Wolf should have kept that locked in, could have gotten the submission. Tries for a headbutt, instead gets an elbow square to the nose. Dallas Steel tosses him aside like he's nothing with that back suplex. Look at Wolf, has the wherewithal to smarts to roll to the apron where he knows that Dallas Steel can't target him unless he be disqualified. Looks like Dallas Steel has no fucks to give though. Just staring at Wolf. Daggers. Hot shot. Dallas getting lost for a moment and it cost him. Josh not allowing Dallas Steel to get up to his feet. Continuing to stomp again and again on that quad. And now Steel is in trouble. The DDT. And the blood again begins to pour from that cut on Dallas Steel's forehead. Josh Wolf, woo! Lets out the roar as the moon rises. The vessel of Fenrir. A second time. No! The jaws are countered. The jaws of Fenrir reversed by the champion. And now Dallas Steel with a shin breaker. And the genetic perfection looking to kill Fenrir with the God Killer into the pin to definitively retain his title. 1, 2, but just a 2 count. Wolf digs down deep. How in the hell? Dallas Steel can't believe it. The fans can't believe it. I can't believe it. Elbow drops to the back of the head. Dallas Steel continues the attack, not giving Wolf a moment to breathe and recuperate. Jawbreaker. Wolf closes the gap with a basement dropkick, takes out the knee. That leg seems to be a target of Josh Wolf in this matchup. Desperation pin by the challenger. 1, 2, only a 2 count he can find as blood continues to drip down Dallas Steel's face. A stiff kick to the back. Dallas brought up face to face. These two stand. Irish Ripper to the corner. Josh Wolf, what is he setting up for here? It's got to be something big. And to the top rope. That is exactly what he's got in mind. Something big, something to put down Dallas Steel for the 3 count. What in the hell could Josh Wolf be sizing up for here? Mamma mia, superplex, but that's not all. The upper body strength, the incredible in-ring aptitude of Josh Wolf pulls through for a Falcon Arrow. On the hunt is Josh, and not done even still. As now, he goes for a vertical suplex, but Dallas Steel takes it with a pinch of salt, knee to the top of the head, and an exploder suplex. Josh Wolf looking to be completely out of it. And Dallas Steel capitalizes with a stomp to the midsection. Trying to break Josh Wolf's ribs, making it incredible for him, nearly impossible for him to breathe. But there's that spirit, there's that heart of Josh Wolf. The never say die attitude. Quit is not in his vocabulary. Goes for another desperation pin. And at the same time, though it's not enough to get the job done, it is forcing Dallas Steel to exert what little energy he has left. Slaps the tit on the way down for that reverse DDT. Now Wolf, now getting vicious this point in the matchup, targeting every exposed limb, stomping on the hand of Dallas Steel. And that is just straight brutality. That is no care for Steel's well-being, only caring to win the international title. Now Wolf wants to slow things down, garner a little bit of gas back in the tank. Reverse chin lock. Dallas Steel does not look to stick around for long. Elbow to the gut. Elbow to the gut again. Broke free. Oh no. Josh Wolf caught with the back suplex. The genetic perfection with the German. And finally will spin him around for the vertical. Vintage Dallas Steel. And Josh Wolf is reeling the champion into the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count still, and Dallas Steel beginning to rack his brain, thinking, what in the hell do I got to do? Backs up, arms wide. Wolf begins to stir. Action roll by Josh, running straight into a clothesline. And now Steel looks to not waste any more time. No flies on the champion. Wolf to his feet, on spaghetti legs, claps the temples, big clutch by the challenger. And now Wolf, can he do it? Can he get it done? Stomping the face, slowly targeting the gash, targeting the wound on Dallas Steel's forehead. And now, at a methodical pace, I should say, a kick straight to the chest. Josh Wolf shoots to finish, but Dallas Steel waits for him. Headbutt attempted. Elbow to the face. And Wolf with the jaws. Oh, countered by Dallas Steel. What a reversal. My God! Bleeding profusely now. What a counter of the jaws of Fenrir. And a second time, the God Killer plummets Wolf down to the canvas. 1, 2, 3, and Dallas Steel is still the international champion. What a finish. Dallas Steel countering the jaws of Fenrir to an STO, and then a second God Killer. And Dallas Steel is still the international champion. Josh technically won the first match, but he wouldn't have won the title. Castlefave gave him a second chance, but Dallas Steel did not come to lose his belt. Man, Josh had that. In the end, the jaws of Fenrir a millisecond away from being pulled off. Wow, props to Dallas Steel for that counter. Props, props, props. Dallas Steel. Still the international champion. Now officially ties Randy Orton, Jackson Jordan, and Troy Voodoo for most defenses of all time. What a match that was, though. Another God killed by the genetic perfection. Is there anyone that can take that title from Dallas Steel? I would never ignore you like this, Bateman. You sweet English muffin. A quick drink of water before we get into our coming event. All right, babies. Let's get into it. Co-main event time. Inside of a steel cage, the war between the Forsaken and the Seven Deadly Sins will reach its peak. And I usually don't envy John Reed, but especially do not tonight, as he's going to be locked inside of a steel cage with that man. Azrael Kane, one half of the Forsaken, alongside Uriel Wick, since arriving last month, have dominated the Genesis Tag Team division, going unbeaten. Those include wins over Chaos in Order, and Zach Cage and Mark Intel, so that they can say there's one last man that they must destroy, that being John Reed. A steel cage here to ensure that neither Uriel Wick nor the 7 Deadly Sins interfere. Of course, so to come in our main event, my friends, it'll be Reese Ortiz challenging Chris Andrews for the Alpha World Championship. And a tweet from John Reed, a final tweet says, "Time to slay another giant." A lot of rumbles and the CMV universe saying that John Reed doesn't have a chance, and there's a good reason that people are saying that. But just as John touched on, he has slain giants before. He was the first man ever to defeat Guri Sukhanov. He's a CMV veteran, a former Anarchy champion, and Azrael Kane would be wise not to underestimate him. Steel cage changing the game though, and closing these two inside of the ring, where they can only win via escaping the cage, climbing up and over it, both feet touching the outside, or by pinfall or submission. John Reed, eerily as always, slowly making his way towards the ring. John Reed been fighting a war on many fronts for weeks now, dealing with the Forsaken, with Reese Ortiz, and with Crazy J on Twitter. But the demon inside of John Reed looking to carry him to a win tonight. The steel cage lowers. Azrael Kane in his pay-per-view debut takes on John Reed. Here we go, the bell rings, and you immediately see just how outsized Reed is as Kane with ease throws him near halfway across the ring. Kane has got the height, he's got the size, he's got the strength, and he might even have the speed, because Azrael Kane moves at really just a nightmare for anybody that out the hard way early on. Azrael now looks to wrap his big meaty claw around Reed's face. Counter though by Reed. You see how big Kane's arm is. As John took him down and a kick to the back. Never count out John Reed, though. That's something I've learned in my time of calling his CMV career. No matter the odds. Goes for a big boot, caught like a twig. Looking to snap it in half with that elbow. But a punch to the pec going right after each other. There was no collar and elbow tie-up. Crumpling. John Reed goes for a pin. 1 count quick kick from John Reed. It saves himself at the start of this matchup. Remember, steel cage and closing these two inside so that Uriel Wick and the 7 Deadly Sins do not interfere, but it can also be used as a weapon, which we might see right here. Slingshot goes John Reed flying back into the middle of the ring. The only way to win a steel cage match is by pinfall, submission, or climbing up and out of the cage. Now look at that. Snake Eyes. Kane using the ring as if it's his tag team partner for the night with Uriel Wick backstage. Relentless stomps to the gut. John Reed, though, pushing him off. The Fallen Angel with a big boot directly to the face that hardly affects Azrael Kane. Irish whip now straight back to that corner. Kane obviously has something he wants to hit. You see him working on that shoulder right there? Maybe John Reed injured it. There you go. John Reed might not look it, but he is a powerful son of a bitch. He has got some punch. He can pack a punch. The former Anarchy champion brings Azrael See the position now up to the knee where he's nearly as big as John while on one knee. Vertical suplex though. This is our co-main event here at Cause and Effect 3. Still to come, Reese Ortiz challenges Chris Andrews for the Alpha World Championship. A pendulum backbreaker. And then the stretch is the most brutal part of it. The spine just being bent in a way that it obviously should not. Azrael stays on the attack. Gonna show us that raw strength that he possesses with a deadlift gut-wrench suplex, the height he got on that. John Reed being tossed around like a rag doll, but enough of that, he says short arm shoulder block. Oh, there's John Reed with his spinneroonie. Now Too Sweet out of the corner, trying to fire himself up. Forearm smash to the midsection. Tries for a punch, but Kane is quicker with a kick to the midsection. And then just a push. Shades of Cyborg, I'd say there. Only a 1 count. Just a push. And now John Reed grab on the sides of his head, a headbutt by Kane. Try to crack open John Reed's skull and let the blood rush out. As the Forsaken on a mission to purge the Genesis roster, it begins with the 7 Deadly Sins clobbering blow to the chest. Might have just collapsed the lung. What's up, Flashy? This is Cause and Effect 3, and this is our co-main event, and that is a sit-out choke bomb by Azrael Kane that might signal the beginning of the end for John Reed. Kane with his hands on his hips takes a deep breath. John Reed is broken and battered, and Azrael Kane's not done with him yet. Another deadlift gut-wrench suplex. Lines up his shot. John Reed to his feet, unaware of what comes. No, counter, big clutch. Study the tapes, John Reed did his homework, and the Spear of Destiny is countered by Azrael Kane. What quick reflexes by the big man into the pin. 1, 2, only a 2 count though. Now Azrael Kane as the bigger man, seeming to struggle with his cardio. Rebounds off the ropes, double axe handle to the midsection, targeting the ribs of John Reed. The fallen angel reeling. He has got to find a way, capitalize on some sort of opportunity, and make a comeback. But in the corner, Azrael Kane has bad intentions. Placed up on the top turnbuckle, not a place that he wants to be. Azrael Kane looking for something sinister, but John Reed reverses. Not a risk taker, John Reed never has been. Jawbreaker topples the giant like a sack of stones, tumbles down. And look at the power of John Reed with a deadlifting powerbomb. Azrael Kane has made this cage his hunting ground. For the better part of this matchup, John Reed, look at that athleticism. Backflipping out of the pendulum attempt. Knee right to the gut, sucks the air up out of the giant, and a couple of well-placed stomps to the chest. John Reed's not done there. Jawbreaker again takes him down. Now John rebounds off the ropes, getting ahead full of steam. Senton scraping himself across the chest of Kane. Hooks that tree trunk of a leg. Oh. Only a 1 count for John Reed. Oh! Spear attempted by Kane, but John Reed says, no way, my friend. Attempting to steal the Spear of Destiny. Well, John Reed counters that, but not so lucky on this exchange. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Just hammering in the kidneys. Then I really don't know. I don't have words for Kane's offense here. It is just straight brutality and another sit-out choke bomb. The Forsaken are here in CMV. And the 7 Deadly Sins are their first of, I'm sure, many targets. Kick to the midsection. Perhaps the last effort by Reed. Seatbelt suplex launches John right into the cage wall. And now Kane has finally had enough of playing with his food. Can John Reed clutch the counter again? No! The slam into the canvas. 1, 2, 3, and Azrael Kane is victorious here at Cause and Effect 3. The Forsaken have purged the 7 deadly sins. John Reed thought he could slay another giant, but Azrael Kane had another thing coming. Beginning of the end for John Reed here. A second sit-out choke bomb. Then belly to belly sent John Reed right into the cage wall, followed by this chaotic slam and the 3 count. Brutality at its finest indeed. The cage raises and Azrael Kane is victorious. All right, are you guys ready? It is main event time here at Cause and Effect 3. The Alpha World Championship will be decided as the 4th annual Cyborg Invitational winner Ruth Ortiz gets his prize. Shout out to... But unfortunately for him, just as his success reached its peak, his life started to crumble to bits with that shocking reveal by Adam Scott some weeks ago, in which he played footage showing Ruth Ortiz cheating on him, well, seemingly cheating on him, with and that has sent Ruth Ortiz into a tailspin. His marriage now in shambles. With Adam Scott set to be out here ringside for this matchup, is there any way that Ortiz can focus 100%? The biggest matchup of his career. Chris Andrews, tonight marks 3 months he's held the CMV Alpha World Championship. Won it back at Point Break inside of the Elimination Chamber. And if Britt does retain tonight, he will set 2 new records for longest reigning Alpha World Champion of all time and for most defenses. Did I say Anakin Alpha? As longest reigning Alpha World Champion of all time and most defenses as Alpha World Champion. Currently, he sits at 3 successful defenses, tied with Bob Luger for both of those accolades. But it could be this man who ensures that the work ethic Titan, who is no longer with CMV, at least has those records to let him sleep at night, you know? But the pressure is on, man. Literally, every pair of eyes have to chase Ortiz to prove that he can be in the upper echelon, that he can headline pay-per-views, and that he can be world champion. As here comes the man who can currently say as such, the Bloody Britt, baby. One of the most decorated champions in CMV history, a man who already holds a plethora of accolades in the records book. And there's Adam Scott trailing behind the estranged husband of Reese Ortiz, who promised he'd be out here. As if there's not enough on Ortiz's mind, he has to cope with the fact that his partner is siding with the enemy tonight. Ascendance 6, just 7 weeks away in shows. And if he retains here tonight, he has 99% odds of doing it again. All he has to do is secure a 3 count or force Reese Ortiz to submit. That's easier said than done, though it was last month that Chris Andrews did just that. This is a rematch. And the last time these two were in the ring together, Chris Andrews was victorious, though the World Championship wasn't on the line. And when something like that is in the air, up for grabs, it changes a man, makes him pull out all the stops. Everything he has will be laid out. His heart, his soul. And that's exactly what Britt does every single time he's in that CMV ring, as he strokes his chin, trying to figure out if Ortiz was really a challenge or not, then turns to the universe, the fans, and hoists that title up high for all to see. Here we go. Cause and Effect 3, been an awesome show so far, and it comes down to this main event time. Adam Scott, ringside. Referee Perry White holds it up high. Reese Ortiz, Chris Andrews, who's looking ready to explode. But a shake of the hands. These two have nothing against each other. There's no personal animosity between them, so why not show good sportsmanship before they start with a handshake? Now, I'm sure Chris Andrews isn't thrilled with the idea of Adam Scott being out here in his corner. It's not like they're buddy-buddy best friends. This is just Adam Scott trying to get in the head of Reese Ortiz and throw him off his game. Cost Ortiz the World Championship, just like Ortiz cost them their marriage. Ortiz starts strong, but Britt fires back with elbow to the gut. And now an excellent counter. Power bomb by Ortiz right there. Looks like Britt might have caught the back of his head off the mat. Brought up to his feet, Reese Ortiz. Irish whip rebounds, does the champion. Nice chest bump, though. Well, we just saw a good sign of sportsmanship, so why not Irish whip again? Now Britt waits some chest bump again. Neither man having exactly good luck, but a German suplex. If you thought it was just going to be one, then you obviously don't know the bloody Britt, because he loves all things threes, baby. Bit of an OCD problem. Honestly, it might be, I have OCD, so I know that it's not exactly pleasurable. But it is to see Britt just throwing motherfuckers around the ring like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Now here comes a trio of power bombs. Ortiz being treated as a full onslaught of Chris Andrews right now. And as this main event wages on, guys, we have just... Oh, did Britt just flip off Scott? I think he just flipped off Adam Scott, the heart camera. God damn. Chris Andrews, no fucks given. Love him or hate him, he doesn't care. At the end of the day, he's going to whoop some ass and drink some lager. The only thing that's up in the air is, once he hits the pub later tonight, will he have the Alpha World Championship with him? Ortiz trying to fight back into control right now, but having a tough time of it. Front headlock, middle of the ring. The 4th annual Cyborg Invitational winner, who went completely clean, 5-0 to do so. Pulls off a vertical suplex neck breaker. Absolutely beautifully put. And now brings Britt up to his feet. Front headlock, elbow to the back of the head. Stuns Britt long enough for Reese to get off a kick to the gut, but snaps back to Britt, catches it, and a belly to belly. Britt's feeling it. Ortiz staggering, trying to use the ropes to get up to his feet. And Britt, waiting for him, says, "Get the hell out of my ring." Clothesline sending him tumbling down to the outside. Britt does have the champion's advantage. He can retain an count out disqualification, and we know that the bloody Britt thinks that countouts are a legit way to win, so wouldn't put it past him, wouldn't be surprised. But definitely would not like our main event to end that way. Reese Ortiz now takes the upper hand, has control currently. Looks to take it back to the ring because Reese Ortiz knows the only way he can win the title is by pinning or submitting Chris Andrews in the ring. Chop to the throat, then a boot to the side of the head. Ortiz follows back. And a stomp to the quad. Chris Andrews, one of the most resilient men I have ever seen compete in CMV's history. And I think Ortiz, oh my God, Ortiz, holy shit. Knee to the gut, kick to the chest, back elbow, kicks out the knee, knee to the side of the head, rings the bell of Chris Andrews, eyes glazed over, the Brit's in trouble, and Ortiz in the main event of Cause of Victory looks to become the new Alpha World Champion with Adam Scott watching. Will it be enough? No. I was actually just about to talk about how Bloody Brit is one of the, if not the most resilient men in CMV's history. And it's going to take a lot from Ortiz here to keep him down, but that's a good start. Slingshot leg drop, kick to the back. Brit's hurting right now. Ortiz knows it. Trying to capitalize the best he can. You can't give someone like Chris Andrews even a second. Whee! Those are the key! Had a couple of voice cracks tonight. Love it. Aggressive lateral press attempt by Reese Ortiz only gets a 1 count from the Alpha World Champion. Up into a seated position, stiff kick to the back. Stomp now to the lower spine. Ortiz is in firm control right now, and Brit's got to change that quickly. Ortiz through the air. That's the advantage he has on Chris in this matchup, is that Chris is no high flyer. You ain't going to see him doing flippy shit going up the top rope a whole lot. Though he did win the Alpha World title by diving up the top of a pod inside of the Elimination Chamber, so what do I know? But I do know right now that Ortiz is dominating Chris Andrews. Brit has got to find an answer for this. Straight jacket German. Rebound says what's up to Adam Scott. A sliding shin strike. Oh, don't tell me Reese Ortiz is going to try to win this matchup with his feet on the middle rope. Referee Perry White does not see it, but Brit's not going to lose his title that way. The champion kicks out, but Reese Ortiz keeps the pressure on. Boot to the side of the head. Finally a sign of life from Brit. Forearm smash, lower back, and Brit. Forearm smash again, okay. There it is! Cliffhanger by the champion. That pop-up German suplex just might be one of the most incredible things today in CMV. Flops into the pin, hooking the leg to do so, but only a 2 count. That's exactly how he knocked off El Jefe, actually, back at Homecoming 3 last month. Not enough to keep down Ortiz, but Ortiz immediately begins to stir, and just like that, Andrews dishes out. Nope, never mind. A little bit of got caught up in himself. I don't know what just happened right there, honestly. But an elbow to the face. Brit with the trip up, and now unloads with the right hands. Reese Ortiz doing a pretty decent job of defending himself, getting his hands up, blocking most of Brit's strikes. But now Brit wipes the sweat from his face, looks down at Reese Ortiz, and now revenge! 1, 2, 3, and Chris Andrews is still your Alpha World Champion, and with that win sets 2 new records as the longest reigning Alpha World Champion of all time and most successful defenses. The aspirations of Reese Ortiz brought to an end as the Bloody Brit stands tall once more, dishing out revenge like only he can, and now may have very well solidified his spot headlining Ascendant 6. The question is, what's next for Reese Ortiz? As Adam Scott with a big smile on his face ringside, can this marriage be saved? Can Reese Ortiz try to reconcile, or is it too late? Thought he nearly had it at some points. But the Brit in the main event of Cause and Effect 3 hoists the Alpha World Championship into the air. And is there a living soul today on the Genesis roster that is man enough to step up and try to take that title from the man, the champ that runs the camp, the face that runs the place? All right, sorry about that, lads. Was getting a quick drink of water and needed it after that show. My goodness. But guys, as always, if you like what you saw and you want to see more, make sure you do drop a follow so that you know when I go live. The next time, which will be tomorrow for Fusion. A great Fusion. 3 championship matches, by the way. Exclamation point join. We'll give you a link to our website. So, Luke, if you do want your call on the show, just head on over there, cmvwrestling.com, and then upload your call with hashtag CMV to CC. We are on Xbox One. Exclamation point Twitter. Exclamation point Discord to give you links to all of our social media. And thank you guys for joining. Awesome pay-per-view. All championships retained. But a great show, and I hope that you certainly liked it as well. So I will catch you guys tomorrow for Fusion. We are now just 7 weeks away from Ascendant 6. I'm hyped. You better get hyped because I cannot wait. We'll see you guys when I see you.